Okay guys, so today we are going to do a snowman flower. Yesterday I used my other snowman on a ribbon wreath. So today we're going to use this guy on a flower. I do have more snowmen coming up. So we are using a 10-inch 3-ring. If you're going to use the 4-ring 10-inch from Dollar Tree, then you're going to want to, from the inside, you would skip the 3rd bar. So you go over the 1st, 2nd, skip the 3rd, and then go over the 4th if you're using the Dollar Tree frame. So today we are using red metallic stripe from Craft Outlet and the green metallic stripe from Craft Outlet. And I have some snow drift mesh and snowball mesh that I will be alternating because it's at the end of my rolls. Yes, these are from the 21-inch that I cut. Yes, I cut it in half and then cut it in 10s. So you want to kind of cut it in 10.5, almost 11 if you can. Gives you a little extra room to work with. Grab some of this snowball because we're alternating the first row. So I use what's called a power rotary cutter. This can cut up to 15 pieces of mesh at once. My husband actually came up with it. We made a tutorial on it, I believe in September. And it shows you how to cut your plastic canvas, your felt, your foam, everything with this. And I am giving away a power cutter from Works. It's a zip snip that will be at our 10,000 subscribers. We are also giving away a Pro Bow large hand at our 500,000 views, and we are almost at 400,000. We're getting there. Remember, I've only been doing this YouTube for 6 months, so we are getting there fast. Today I'm going to use the zip ties from Walmart. You can find them in your plumbing section. For some reason, these seem to be doing a little bit better for me than my Walmart brand. I do have Walmart brand that I use, and I use that with the plastic canvas. It's easy. They're thinner and easier to get around. So I'm going to put all these over here. Start putting this flower together. I pre-cut everything, so like I said, if you're cutting your 10-inch, 10 by 10. If you're cutting your 21-inch, it would be 10.5 by 10-inch. I would try to go a little bit over 10-inch and do your 11-inch. That way, if you have any fraying issues, you can trim up the fray before you spray it. Okay? So let's start. We're going to do the first one with snow drift and snowball, and I'm just going to fold it corner to corner. This flower is going to be a little bit different because it is 3-ring. So because I am doing this a little bit different, I'm actually going to use the top one is going to be going halfway up the tail. Okay? I'm not doing in half, I'm doing halfway up. I'm going to use the zip tie. Zip tie should always be facing in, the flat side when you're using a zip tie. Don't worry about the little nubs. These are utility scissors from Fizzers that I use. So like I said, I'm going to alternate this because I don't think, let's do 2 snowdrift and then a snowball in between each one. I'm a little bit short on this. Yes, when you cut it, you get a little stringies on it, so trim it as you go. Corner, corner. Over your first bracket. We're not doing, the tail is going halfway up, just like the one next to it. Always measure. Thought this would be cute. So this is a 4-section instead of a 5-section, so of course you're going to need a little more in each one. Your 5-section, your 4 bars, you usually do 3 to 4 in each bar. When you're doing your 4-section, it is going to be about 5 in each bar. I am rotating between the 2 different types of snowball and snowdrift. I got them all at Craft Outlet. Just make sure they're not nice and even next to the one next to it. The main thing when you're using the tail method. Always trim as you go. You're going to get these little pieces, even if you cut with a wood burner. The snowball is more with it, I think, because this is mesh that I stored. You should try to only cut what you need. If you store it in plastic. Try not to move around the mesh, touching it, because it will fray up on you. It's not bad though. Just trim it. I'm going to do another snowball one. So cut it's about 25 pieces once you add it up. So because we're doing 5 in each one and there's 4 sections. So yeah, about 25 pieces of each one. Hopefully I cut enough of the red and green. If not, I'll be cutting that in front of you. I think I did though. We are doing this single zip tie on the first row. Let's see, because I'm doing it so tight, we might actually use 6. We shall see. This is 5 because I'm using it's very zip tie around the first bar is so tight and small today. We might actually use 6. Yeah, I think I'm going to use 6. It's fine, I cut plenty. Just corner to corner, up, tail in, put it next to the one next to it. And I'd say 6. Normally I do 5, but I'm doing the tails a little bit different today. So you're going to need 6 in your first row. Otherwise, you're going to need to spray it down a lot to keep it from flopping around. So we do spray these, but I do not want them too floppy. So I think 6 is good. As you start to put it around the whole entire bar, it tightens down. So don't worry about that either. I'll show you in just a second. I just want to get these little frays, strings, whatever. There we go. Alright. So I take the top layer, hold it down, second one is corner to corner. Remember, these are so, because this is so, there's like an inch in between each section. You don't have to go, oh, tails half up, oh, tails this. It can be the same amount. Just tails up, both of them, about 3/4 to a half up. Let's watch. You're still going to see your color, alright? So I do want it a little bit more though. I think I should. So I'm going to go the tail up just a little bit more. But, so you're going to hold this together like this. See where your color's at. It's a pretty color. Doesn't need to be up that much. It's a beautiful color. Trim that little piece there. Always trim as you go. Take our green, corner, corner. Like I said, cut these a little bit longer, guys. Between 10.5 to 11 inches, if you can possibly do that. It's going to help a lot. This is what I want. So both of the tails are in with this. I want this tail up a little bit more. Not quite half. Just enough so these two colors will show. That's beautiful. See? Got your Christmas colors at the end. Not too much. So the one in front, because your snowdrift is thicker, that is almost in half. Your red behind it, remember there's an inch that goes down in between each section on the 3 bars. This is tail is just tucked 3/4. Green, same thing. The red, there's an inch in between, so the green is going to show up an inch. So both tails on this is about, no, that's half. Red is about half too. So tails in, 2 at a time. Measure your red and your green. Make sure that you can see it. They're both about, one's a little bit, tail's about a half, and the other one's a little bit less than a half. There's an inch in between each section here. So you're going to see your colors. You don't got to worry about that. Both of them in the back are together. Alright. Alright, so 1 zip tie around 2. Alright. Zip tie around 2. I'll do that again. I like to pick this up and I don't think you guys can see me. Alright, let's work on this again. Let me move the snowball. Trim that up. Always trim your little loose pieces. Three-inch ring. This is 3-ring 10-inch frame. They're an inch in between each flower petal. So we're going to try the green and the red again. And we're using the tail method for the pretty flower. Corner to corner. You can pull up if you want. I like to pull mine up too. So pull up. Tail in. Fold your rock over it. The green, corner, corner, and pull on your tails. You don't have to, just corner to corner. These are a little bit bigger than 10 inches, so they're going to look different to you. I cut them about 10.5 to 11 inches. It helps it so at the end, when we're completely done, you can trim those ends before you spray them down, and that helps. We're tailing it. It's almost a half, but we need to bring it to this one. One looks a little bit longer. About 3/4 for that one. Some of these look longer. Put your red. Your red should cascade on that green about an inch or so. About an inch. So tails are the same size. About, you're pulling them up about not quite half, about 1/4 up in the back. Okay, not half, 1/4. The tails are 1/4 in the back. The snowball mesh, the tails are about the same. It looks more like a little more than 1/4, not half, just a little more. Zip tie it. And same thing, it looks like we're going to need, there's 2 right here. You're going to need about 6. There's 6 in the front too. Snowballs. Tail, corner, corner. You can pull on the tail. Measure it to the one next to it. I said that's about 1/4 up your tail. Taking your green, corner, corner. One-fourth up. Pull the 2 tails together. I'll show you this without the snowman and with the snowman. So you can use this as just a Christmas flower. It's like a snow Christmas, a snow flower. A snowball mesh. But it's Christmas because of the colors. These colors are going to be beautiful. That's 3. Corner, corner. Pull on your lower tail. Tail through. Pull your tail 1/4 up. Not half, 1/4. It's gonna be a larger flower today, guys, but it's beautiful. Corner, corner. Pull on your tail. 1/4 up. Tail's 1/4. You want it to cascade, the red with the green. Take your zip tie around these 2 pieces. Always flat side in. I like to try to get it close to the bar as possible. Pull. There, let's cut some of this. It's only the snowball. I see the little pieces when I cut it. That's about it. So that is 4. 5 and 6. Pull at the end. I love using rocks. So 1/4. Tail is 1/4 of the length of the petal. Very little tail, people. Very little. It's not going halfway up. It's going 1/4. Corner, corner. Pull on the tail. Underneath. Tail is 1/4. Same as the one above. Remember, zip tying all 2 together. It should cascade. Bring it to the one next to it. It should be the same length. And you should be able to see the green and the red at the very tips. Take your zip tie. Flat side in of the zip tie and around your flower petals. In. There we go. That's exactly what I thought. 6 of them. But watch when we do 6. You're going to like this because it tightens it up. Corner, corner on your petal. Pull. I pull on. You don't need to pull at the top end. I would only pull at the bottom end. Tail 1/4 up of the length of the petal behind it. So it's up very little. I'll put my garden rock to hold it. Here we go. Corner, corner. Pull your tail through 1/4 of the petal. Pull the 2 together. Measure your petals next to each other. So I can go up just a tad bit and not much. Very little. You want to be able to see that red over that green. Zip tie. Pull them nice and tight together. Flat side of the zip tie, everyone. There we go. And guess what this does? So I might even add one more on that. Here is your petal placement for the bottom. With 6 on it, this is not going anywhere. Okay? You still have that pretty petal placement, but this goes nowhere. No floppies, no nothing. 6 in a section, nice and sturdy. Look at that. And look how pretty it is. So this is sturdy. You need 6 of them. Now let's see what this top does. So we're going to have to, I think I'm going to add extra on the snow. Now I'm going to put one more, and it should be fine. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and fill this up. You guys put me on pause. Like I said, I think I'm going to actually use, let me get my Snowball, an extra petal in the center. I'm going to do that before we stop, because I have so many students that work with me. This is a beautiful flower, so you do not have to put anything in the center. This is a snow flower. So pull that tail up, measure your petal next to the one next to it. Always measure next to it. All the tail ends are almost the same. 1/4 up. Not quite half, more like 1/4. So just a little more up. First row. Okay, the snowballs are 1/2 up in the tail, and these are 1/4 up in the tail for your petal placement. Well, let's see how this does. Kind of want this up a little bit more. Yes, you can, before you go real tight, you can pull this up. I'm just moving the centers over so they're not sticking up. I'm moving them to the side into the pipe cleaners. That's exactly what we needed. Alright, so I am doing, you do not have to, but I am doing 6 on bar 2 and 3 and 7 on bar 1. Alright, and you may be able to get away with 6 on bar 1 because as it starts to fill up, it's going to get so tight, you're not going to be able to move. So go ahead and fill your flower up. Put me on pause. I will tell you exactly how many I used around the first section, second, and third. So you know, some people wait to see how many I actually use before they do it. Some people just go ahead and do it with me. It's all up to you guys what you want to do. I'm going to go ahead and finish her up though. This is a snow Christmas flower we're making. I am going to put my snowman in it. I think it will be cute. However, there are other ways of decorating this, and I will show you 2 different ways, alright? So I will see you guys in a few minutes. Okay, so do you see? This is our snow flower, and it's made with the snowball mesh and with the snowdrift. So I did what I would personally do is it's about 21 pieces. Let me see. No, it's more than that, sorry. 28 pieces on each section. So 28 Snowball, 28 red, and 28 green. And it's absolutely beautiful and sturdy. Not gonna move or go anywhere. Nice and sturdy, guys. Okay, so we are gonna make this beautiful. So what I want to do, sorry, remember to trim. So I'm always trimming. I am using today, let's see, I'm trying to give you guys a better view. There we go. Gotta have it up, down some. Alright. So what we are doing today is I'm using Dollar Tree's red velvet. I'm using 2 rolls of that, and Dollar Tree's white with Bright Holidays, Joyful Christmas Wishes. It's their white holiday ribbon, okay? We're using 1 of each. Well, 2 of the red crushed velvet and 1 of the white. So that's 3. You're going to take it about a ½ inch, 2 inches. You're going to cut your floral wire into 28 inches. Tweet it through all 3 together and then wrap it around nice and tight. This is an easy bow. So my beginners, this is row C, 3 fingers. Row C, 3 fingers on each side of your center finger. This is what we do when we use Dollar Tree mesh because it's only 9 feet. Okay? So if you're going to use the cheaper mesh, cheaper ribbon, the cheaper ribbon is 9 feet. This is what the bow recipe I use. Yes, it's on the large bow. The deluxe model is what I'm using, but the Pro Bow large hand has C on it. So it's 3 fingers on each center finger, row C. So once you get it all tied down and ready to go, you're just going to the side, scrunch. Make sure it's nice and tight on your center bar here where you put your wire at. Make sure that it's where you can pull it right off. Okay, so half a twist. Pretty side should be showing over your finger. I don't need a spare hand, but if you do, you cut another piece of wire so you can tie it down to help you keep this in place. So scrunch, half a twist. Remember, we only have 3 today, so it should be easy. Just when you're working with this, it does tend to bend down, so try to keep it nice and straight. Crunch, I crunch it, and then I do the half a twist. Kind of keeps all my ribbons in place. Always pull to get yourself some extra ribbon there, which we're almost out. That's why we're only doing 3 fingers today. So scrunch, half a twist. This is not on a roll anymore, guys. Pulled it off because we don't have a lot. It's 9 feet of ribbon only. So remember, when it's not on a roll and it's pulled off, you gotta kind of move on this. Should have not pulled it all the way off. But we're not working with a lot of footage, okay? All 3 together. Try to keep one hand holding it straight so it doesn't ruin on you. So scrunch, twist. I like mine to stay on my roll. Otherwise I'm going to constantly check it. It's not going to lay right to me, so make sure, just pull it closer if you need to. This is only 9 feet. Very picky. Scrunch, twist. There. So now you're going to twist it again as if you were going to do another finger. Remember, this is only 9 feet. You do not have much ribbon with it, but it is pretty ribbon, I will say that. I have a lot of people who work with the Dollar Tree ribbon who have requested the flower and the ribbon. Okay, so just hold it down. Make sure that you tie this. Make sure you get that metal off of your little forefinger. I'm going to tell you why. Because if you don't get it all the way off, that's how you get the loose ends. And that's how when you go to pull out, when you pull these out to fluff them, they'll pull out longer than they should because you didn't get this correctly, nice and tight. And make sure all that metal's off. Common mistake I even made when I started. So, trust me, I'm trying to help you from not having that issue. So, like I said, there's only 9 feet in this. It's not going to be very, I want to kind of, the white's not as long as the other one. So I always twist it as if so I scrunch mine and then twist, like if I was making another finger. Or you can bend. You can just bend it if you want. But let's see something. A little bit bigger. Use all of this up, might as well make the legs pretty. Okay. ProBowTheHand.com to buy this bow machine. Or Craft Outlet, or Trendy Tree, or Amazon. These are utility scissors, and I'm just cutting up. Give it your holiday look on your ends. That's all. You're just folding it in half, and that's good because as you see, this one is longer, so I can get to the bottom, cut up where I see the ribbon ends, and cut that right off. Now we have a nice and even bow. That's all that was. Nice, easy, simple. All Dollar Tree. Fluff box. You can get this from Miss Regina's Cellar on ProBowTheHand.com, or you can make it. It's honestly worth buying to me. So, unless you have a handy husband, you cannot make the Pro Bow that is patent, that is Miss Regina's. You have to buy it. Alright, remember, when you go to make a bow, in order to have your legs going all the way around and pretty, you have to pull them out, not just fluff them out. You have to pull them out. You're shaping your legs, shaping your bow. This is not a boxy bow. You know, I don't have a lot. did not tie that down right, when you do this, it'll come pulling right out. That's how you know if you did it wrong. You should never have to, it should never pull out of place. Just the center. This is actually really, I like this ribbon. I like the crushed velvet. I'm a velvet girl, so I like it. Pretty. I'm gonna go get more. It's a good price. So now once you shape it out where you want it, then you bubble up your flower. Your bow, sorry. That's all you do. So if you're going to make a big bow, remember the key is make sure that center is nice and tight, or you're not going to have an even bow going all the way around. You're going to have gaps in it. It's not going to be round. One leg's going to be bigger than the other, and it's going to look like you have holes in it. You're going to fluff it out. And it's not going to look right. It should be perfectly round. Regina Seller is on YouTube, so if you guys want to learn some of her bow recipes, please go look her up and watch her. When I first started, that's how I learned. I didn't just wing it. I actually went in there and watched and practiced. Alright. The white's a little delicate compared to the velvet. Do you see how this is round? No holes. This is the way a bow should be. Not holy. Not lopsided, no holes going in it. If you're not going to have it lay all the way going around, but it should look like a round bow. Okay, and the more fingers you use and the more ribbon you use, the bigger and fuller it is. Trust me, lots of practice. So I'm done fluffing. I'm going to get this one out. Not too much. It's the center finger, so it's not real long. This is nice and pretty. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to take this off. This is a small 3-ribbon bow. I do the 2-ribbon bows with Dollar Tree too. Same finger placement. Well, actually, I can put it on. No, it's the same finger placement with the 2 ribbons. Same exact way, just with 2 ribbons. So this is going to be easy, guys. And beautiful. And very beautiful. And we are using both today. This is not a big bow. So I want to do something a little bit different for everybody. So when using a smaller bow and on the flower with the snowman, I am going to put this at the very bottom, but enough. So I'm going to put it through the inner bar. We're going to tuck it through the petals around, and we're just going to tie it between the 2 bars, okay? Reason being, the snowman is going to be accompanying this bow. This is not a big bow. Not like my other snow flower I did. This is a smaller bow, so it we can use him with it. It won't take away from it. So you're just tying it underneath the bars. This is all I'm doing. I'm just put it under and over and tied around both bars. That's it. That's all I did. Alright. So now, take my Snowman, 26 gauge. I will hang this up for everybody to see. 26 gauge, and we're going to put it right through this. This beautiful Snowman came from Tractor Supply, one of my favorite places. I do have another one that I'm using this week with their stuff. So all I'm going to do is just put him sitting right underneath that bow. And this is fine. You can flop it up a little bit over him. And again, so because the wire is going underneath it, inside of it, all you're going to do is take each piece of the wire and go around so you see where the other wire is? I left it there so you can see. This one, all you're doing is we're going to go underneath bar right here, underneath the bar right here. So this is all I'm doing. I'm going to take both of these. I'm taking all of them actually together. If you left the bow on there, you should be able to do this. Tying it on again. Options. You can either cover this up. You don't really need to. This is all nice and secure. The back is clean. You don't need to do that. Over. And then you're going to trim this up. You do want to trim up your back after you're all done too. Trim up any loose little pieces. Alright. That's it. So now, there he is. He's so cute. And I will hang him up so everybody can see him. So now after you get your bow placed in the legs and your little happy snowman in the center, I am not covering this because this is not a huge wreath. I mean, it's huge, but it's not, there's not a lot to see in the back. So, far as the center, you want to cover up these zip ties. That's real easy to do. Like I said, you do need, I'll show you the sprays in a second. So I'm going to take the foam balls from Hobby Lobby and take some green and red. You do not need a lot. You can even just put the white ones, like it's snowballs around it without this. You do not have to use the green and red. You can use white. I'm going to just put a couple of those, and then I'll get some white to show you. This is all I do. The back's so clean. We're not going to use any foam backing today. No foam backs. So, which is good, because now, guess what, guys? You don't need to put, if you're not going to use a foam back, you don't have to put ribbon at the top for them to tie on their door. They can use a door hanger or a nail and hang it up with the back. It's a clean back, so there's no need for it. So I also have some white ones so you guys can see. You can put some snowflakes on there. Dress this up. Oops. Not like that. Hobby Lobby. I think it would look better with all the white, to be honest. Not too keen on the other. You can put a little bit in there, but I like the white better. Looks like snowballs, or just a little rent, like a hint of red on it. They do have little finger placements, little finger guards, so you don't burn your fingers, guys. It's in where the sewing stuff is. So, yeah, I actually don't, if they're not all the way dry, it takes a minute. And pull them right off. I'm sorry, but I don't like these. I like the white. I'm going to use just the white. And just like I said, it's like snowballs. You have the ribbon and you have the snowman. You don't need nothing else. There we go. This has just a hint of red in it. It's like little snowballs. Goes with the mesh too. Much better. Much, much better. It's beautiful. So, we will go over spraying this. Anytime you cut anything, I don't care if you're using your wood burner or you're using my electric cutter, rotary cutter, anything, you have to spray some kind of sealant on it. Look at that, guys. That didn't take much to cover the center. Look how cute that is. You can even go, glue does come off. I'm getting some new glue sticks. I got some cheaper ones. That's why you're seeing all that. You can double it up. That's really cute. Really, really, really cute. I'll finish that off camera, and I will take a picture for you guys to see it. I like that. So all I'm going to do is double these up, the foam balls. It almost looks like a crystallizing on the flower. It's gorgeous. I would double those up. You can even do 3-4 layers if you wanted. But you don't need it. But I'm liking this. So I am going to do that off camera and double these up. So, whatever you do, guys, you have to protect your flowers. They will fray. I don't care how you cut it. Adhesive spray. Spray it once with a mask outside. Let it dry 20-30 minutes. Spray it at least 6 feet away. Wear a mask. You can get cancer in your lungs from any type of aerosol or spray. They have E6000, another adhesive spray. It's odorless, but there's a warning on it. You can get cancer from that too, from inhaling it. Just because it's odorless does not mean it will not hurt your lungs. It will. I've gotten sick from this. Most important part of the whole entire thing. UV resistant clear. It is an acrylic paint, dries clear, seals the ends, and helps weatherproof it. UV resistant. It helps it with the sun. It helps it with the rain. Most important part. Spray it twice. Wait 30 minutes in between each spray. You can find all this stuff, all these sprays, Walmart.com, Amazon.com, HobbyLobby.com. You can Joann's. You can find it online in some of the craft stores. It's worth paying that extra to preserve your flowers. Do not overspray them. They will be sticky. Do not overspray. Anything will be sticky. And you won't be able to store it right because it will stick to everything. A light spray. Also, when you store these beautiful flowers, plastic garbage bags, and I hang them up. That's all I do. I do have a storage. It's air controlled. Everything is hung up nice and neat. I do box them when I go to my fairs and unbox them. That's fine for a short time. That is not fine for a long time. It will flatten your wreaths and it will make it sticky to each other. Okay? Plastic bags is the best method for storing these. Alright guys, I'm going to hang her up so you can see it. And I will see you in a few minutes. Okay guys, look how beautiful that is. Like, share, subscribe, and I will see y'all later. Remember, you have to spray this. I'm going to go get a little close-up of the center real quick. See the center? I beaded it in with the foam beads around the snowman. That's the snowball mesh with that beautiful center with that little bow. So again, like, share, subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Another snowman wreath. Bye.